This your boy Mullah. So we got that fire. We back with another one. It's about if you not with the MCU, this ain't for you. So Loki, Miss Minute, Dark Secret, TVA ruler or prisoner. I don't know. Let's check out together, people.
He has left viewers with a terrifying mystery. What the hell is Miss Minutes? The Time Variance Authority's adorable mascot, voiced by Tara Strong, went from a Mr. DNA parody in the TVA Welcome cartoon to a freakish Roger Rabbit being capable of jumping off the screen in episode 2.
Can you hear me? Are you recording or are you alive?
Sort of both.
Both. A little bit of both.
Watch it. Where's your manners?
If this doesn't worry you, it should. This is witchcraft, even for the MCU. Like what we initially believed would just be a one-and-done cameo keeps reappearing in increasingly important and cryptic ways, and the mysteries of Miss Minutes may answer our biggest questions about the TVA in general. Hey, by the way, you can get our amazing Loki-inspired latest Obsession shirt, Loki at a Time, and other cool Miss Minutes stuff at newrockstarsmerch.com. So the weirdest thing we have to acknowledge is that Miss Minutes is a 2D animated entity who not only can respond line by line like an artificial intelligence program, but can exist outside of the screen display she seemed to be locked in.
She's having a conversation
visible light
with him.
source projecting her, and then physically interact with her surroundings moment to moment, dodging Loki's attack like a living creature instinctively wary of pain. And this was not an oversight in pursuit of a gag, because the show's sound editors went to the trouble of adding sound effects for each of her jumps. Little taps as her feet touch each of the surfaces,
Watch it. Where's your manners?
and then a little click-clack as she jumps on the keyboard.
That is not nice.
So we began to suspect Miss Minutes when we first met her in episode 1's welcome video, which honestly gave us more questions than answers, contradicting the MCU lore given by the Ancient One, and suggesting mere mistakes like being late to work could create a Nexus event that destabilizes the sacred timeline. And it all ended with this hint that it was all propaganda concocted by the TVA Narrative Commission. But within that animation, the wide shot of the TVA headquarters shows not only the looming statues of the 3 timekeepers, but if you look closely, another almost as menacing statue of Miss Minutes herself. Also, the voice of Miss Minutes mysteriously echoes back during the credits of episode 1.
Thanks for visiting the TVA. Don't hesitate to let us know how we're doing.
And Miss Minutes has been omnipresent in early posters of the series before anyone knew who she was, and Tara Strong has been top billed as the character in the primary credit sequence, accompanying a close-up of a binder specifically for redacted reports, labeled as such. Right. But most suspect, all over the TVA, like on the elevator, the chronomonitor switchboard, the handheld temp pads, are Miss Minute buttons for some selectable function. So what do these do? I have 3 theories for what Miss Minutes could be. Theory 1 is that Miss Minutes represents the Timekeepers. She's the deputy and public face of the Timekeepers who stay hidden in their chamber. Like if the Timekeepers created the TVA, they could have created within it a being made of chronal energy who could simplify their wishes to TVA agents and the variants. Like notice how the TVA is a sterile, muted environment devoid of visible magic except for the TVA time doors, the temp pads, weapons, and reset charges, all of which glow orange, which is the same color of Miss Minutes, making me wonder if she could be made of the same orange cosmic energy that fuels the reset charges. Taking a hint from Miss Minutes' line during the closing credits, perhaps hitting that button could send a direct message to the Timekeepers via Miss Minutes about the status of the sacred timeline to let us know how we are doing. But there's a more insidious explanation, my second theory, that it has been Miss Minutes all along. It is possible that the story Miss Minutes told us about the Timekeepers wasn't fully truthful, like maybe the Timekeepers are dysfunctional or obsolete or even automated machinery, and that really pulling the strings is this little reality-hopping demon, Miss Minutes. If she is really less of a recording than a reactive moment-to-moment AI, then her entire explanation to Loki was really a speech and presentation that she delivered live, which makes it less authoritative and more something coming from a subjective point of view. And then think about it that way, suddenly a slogan of "for all time always," despite the same account claiming the Timekeepers emerged after a past historical era of multiverse wars, that being so brazenly self-contradictory makes a bit more sense. Like, you could imagine Miss Minutes as something like the Kree Supreme Intelligence, Captain Marvel, who takes a different form to whomever sees it, but is really an AI designed to control the functions of that society. Thanks to Nebbia for sponsoring this video. Nebbia has a goal of what Miss Minutes have to lie. lie? Well, as Mobius explained, for him, the
Why would Miss
TVA
Minutes
is real
lie?
merely because he believes it's real. He has never met the Timekeepers, and I'm guessing
Why?
neither has C20, by the way. I think they all just know where their chamber is, but other than Renslayer, haven't entered that chamber. So this legend of the Timekeepers as heroic gods is crucial to the TVA functioning properly. Maybe there is no all-powerful god lineup, just machinery, clockwork. The Timekeepers could be part of that machinery. Miss Minutes could be the AI that keeps it perpetuating. Maybe in the past there was some master clockmaker who created it all, who could just be a very clever old man, like He Who Remains, the one who built the Timekeepers in the comics. But that brings us to a third, darker option of what Miss Minutes is. Miss Minutes is a cursed variant. Go with me on this. We've been asking what Miss
Cursed
Minutes
variant?
is, but we also don't really know what any member of the TVA is. Are they gods? Are they just cogs in a cosmic machine, taking human form in our eyes? We know they have power over Loki and the ability to erase branch timelines and variants, but these TVA agents come with a lot of quirks. Renslayer has a secret analyst and some weird connection with one of the Timekeepers. Casey doesn't know what fish are. Mobius loves jet skis and trusts the Timekeepers inherently, despite never going near jet skis or the Timekeepers.
Right.
The series has also repeatedly hinted at Mobius leaving ring stains despite not remembering doing so. Now, in the comics, Mobius has a series of clones. Maybe these stains were left by another Mobius, a Mobius variant. And that got me thinking, if we're now following a variant Loki in a kind of origin story showing him becoming a TVA agent, perhaps all of these TVA employees are past variants without timelines to return to, which could mean Miss Minutes, as an extension of the TVA's clockwork, was also a past variant, maybe even variant 0, a woman transformed into an anthropomorphic clock as punishment. And before you laugh at this Beauty and the Beast shit, her video specifically showed that yellow dude, who I call Mr. Variant, shape-shifting into another inanimate object, a cup. Actually, we got Cogsworth and we got Chip. Very Beauty and the Beast here. I'm just saying, if a cup, why not a clock? Comment down below with which of these three theories you think applies best to Miss Minutes. And again, support this channel by checking out our Loki Out of Time shirt.
Well, they all have it. What is Miss Minutes? I think she probably is one of the first variant they get caught messing with the timeline. And so I guess they used the first for example, so she ended up being a clock. I don't know. That's my guess. That's my guess. That's my theory. So, like I said, if you're not with the MCU, this ain't for you. It's your boy Mullah this week at that 5, and we'll be back with another one. I'm out of here.